Don't call it the outlap, stupid.
God damn it! I'm not gonna call it the outlap. Welcome to Shrimp Hours Presents. It's not the outlap. I know last week I called it the outlap. I'm sorry. It's because Slap got me in the intro. He said the outlap is dead, and it just put it in my mind. This is Shrimp Hours.
The American.
This is episode 4. We made it to episode 4, so round of applause to everyone. We almost have as many episodes as we do hosts. That's big. All right, coming at you this week. Same old goofy segments. Starting as per usual with Predict the Future, where I ask our hosts to predict the future, and instead we talk about NASCAR for 20 minutes. This week, I'd like to ask Slap in particular, since he brought this up. Yeah. What the heck is going on with the NASCAR schedule? It is middle of August, and we don't know what next year's schedule is. They just haven't put it out.
Yeah, usually they put it out. I think it was 2020. They put it out in like May, and then before that was in April, and they would come out in like June or July normally back in the day. Now we're in like mid-August. We still don't know what's happening. That makes me think that there's a dispute somewhere. Somebody's having some sort of kerfuffle with NASCAR about what rights they're going to get, how much money, what percentage of the take they're going to get. Or maybe there's just a track that they're kind of iffy on and they're trying to find some sort of contingency for it. I think if I had to say, I think it's one of the independent tracks. I think Gateway or Pocono is causing some sort of fuss.
Think Gateway's asking for more money?
It's one of the independent tracks that's causing an issue. It's pretty much confirmed that Road America's not going to be there. So,
yeah.
Thoughts, everybody?
I haven't actually heard this being talked about on Twitter before. You kind of brought it up right before we recorded the podcast, but I haven't really heard anyone being like, "Hey, where's the schedule?"
Yeah, it's just been coming out in bits and pieces, and by this time last year, we already saw that Road America was going to be on the schedule for the next year, and we basically had the whole thing, and now everybody's just kind of forgotten about it, and it kind of makes me think, like, is NASCAR just going to like release this piecemeal, or are we just going to go week by week and next year and not know where we're going? What are we doing here?
I kind of like it, though. I feel like they've done so much like locking themselves down too hard with bad track contracts for multiple years. That's actually one of the things I don't like about F1. They announced last week that the Australian Grand Prix was on until like 2035 or something insane like that.
Ridiculous.
Like,
outlandish.
Our lives are going to be very different by 2035. Like, locking yourself into a contract for that long, I think is a
I will be 45 years old.
Oh my god.
Rusty will be clinically dead by that point.
I'll be dead. I got 3 years. He'll
either be
we're not making it
to
2025.
Dude.
Yeah, David, I'm with you. I don't think any track should have any contract with any sanctioning body that's longer than 3 years. I just don't understand why you would lock yourself into a track, especially when a track like Texas at any point in time could reconfigure itself and be absolutely dog shit.
Yeah.
Like, imagine locking yourself into a 10-year contract with Texas when it's like kind of good, kind of okay, and then they reconfigure the place and it absolutely sucks shit.
They kind of got that situation with Richmond right now that we got to run there twice a year. Like,
Richmond needs to be once a year. They need to go back to the Nashville Fairgrounds. They need to do once a year at Bristol. Martinsville could probably get away with 2 races.
More
one
independent
at night
tracks.
When it's warm, and then one at Sunday afternoon when it's October and cold.
I mean, from what I heard about the people who went to Gateway, it was like a really good experience at like a non-lockdown ISC SMI track.
The fan
the big
experience
pyrotechnics display that Fox missed somehow.
Yeah,
they would. So I just realized I forgot to introduce everyone. If this is your first time listening to the show, listen to the other ones first. I introduce everyone then.
We're just gonna assume that you're in here for the long haul.
Yeah. I don't really have anything to predict on the future of schedules. I really hope that there's more, like, not necessarily playing it by ear, but being a little more loose with the schedule. I think will be good for the sport and not locking ourselves down like we were saying. That's all I've got.
I think the problem with the schedule is it's a cup thing, because usually they announce the Cup Series schedule and then Xfinity and trucks, and they haven't done Xfinity and trucks yet, but you normally do those later anyway. So I think it's a NASCAR Cup thing. There's somebody's causing a stink somewhere, and I think it's one of the independent tracks.
I hope they're bringing trucks back to CTMP. I just realized that better be on the menu, otherwise I'll be pissed.
I wouldn't be surprised if trucks don't go back to Knoxville.
CTMP 2020.
Yeah, 2023 maybe. Speaking of good tracks with good racing, Ed was at Michigan. Ed, how was Michigan?
Yes, it was pretty solid. It's of course races are always better when you're in person anyway, but this one felt especially better
At the
than a lot of
Texas
the
All-Star
ones.
race.
Who the hell goes to
Fair.
the Texas All-Star race? What kind of sane person would do that? You got to be out of your mind, certified insane to do that. We went to Michigan. This was like my 7th year going with the COVID break in between those. So this was like year 2 in a row now. Hottest one I can remember in a little while for sure. Hot as balls out there, humid, disgusting. Reminded me a little bit of July Daytona a couple of years back too, when I was down there absolutely dying. So anybody who was there this weekend probably knows what I'm talking about. It was a hot one. The Saturday grandstands, like, you know how they compact everybody? They just compact everybody into that middle section.
Yeah.
I don't know if they just like didn't give the memo out to like the security guards working the stands, but there was just no enforcement of that whatsoever. So we just waltzed our asses
Dude,
right down.
I saw that on
Good.
TV. I saw that on TV. Like, people started migrating out, going
Yeah.
out to the
Oh,
lanes
yeah.
and everything.
That's
As the race
exactly
went
what
on, they got like more and more dispersed.
Good.
That's exactly what we did. That's exactly what my family did. We just went and found an open section and got end seats, which was what we had anyway. And we just went,
Hell
all right,
yeah.
this is the
Shouldn't be
spot.
expected to open all the concessions around the entire track, but at least let people sit where they want to.
And the concessions behind those areas that weren't blocked off were open because they just have those wide ass open ones. So it was
Why would they
pretty
close
cool.
it down? Is it just for like cleanup?
They definitely closed some of them down on Saturday compared to Sunday. There's always a little bit less running from what I've noticed, just because probably expect way less people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
But to
They
get
did
up
that at
there,
Daytona for Xfinity too. Like,
They do.
close down the wings, and they didn't have any concessions there.
they sure do. To get there, though, to get to that nice area up top, you have to get through the famous incline of death, which we were talking about off show a little while before the race. And sure enough,
Oh, we got a
whooped my
picture.
ass.
Hold on.
Yeah, you pull that picture up because this thing is a killer. If anybody's been to this track, you know this is a heart attack waiting to happen right here. You
Zoom
see
in.
old
Just
people,
look at
young
how
people.
far those stairs go down all the way
Look at
down
that.
to the bottom.
Oh my god.
That's the stairway to heaven right there. All right, they made songs about this shit.
Imagine the dude that ate shit at Daytona tumbles from the top row and
That would've
goes
been a
all the way
fatality.
down. Because the only thing that stopped him was that stop. He only had like 3 rows to fall
The
fall
seat
down.
rest that he busted off was the
Yeah,
only thing that
this will
stopped.
hurt more than those
The
plastic
armrest.
armrests. Look
Yeah,
at these
that's just
metal
like bare
benches.
aluminum.
Yeah,
Oh
that's-
my god.
It is hilarious to watch people. It's young people, old people, everybody is taking a breath, taking a moment. They'll stop in the middle of it and go, "Oh my god, I'm about to
Oh, yeah,
die!"
yours truly. I
Like
can't
that, you
get
can
halfway-
feel your. It's one of those
anytime,
ones where you
man.
can feel your heartbeat in your friggin' head just going, and you're like, "Oh my lord, I'm about to die." They have like a handicap ramp on the back, which is a little bit easier to walk. So we kind of figured that out. If you go down the steps but up the ramp, you save yourself a little bit. There's a little pro tip for all you Michigan fans out there. If you're sitting
Oh,
in the
Ed.
big sections, that's what you do.
Ed,
What's
I
up?
need to ask you, what's worse, the flight of stairs in front of Daytona or the incline of death at Michigan?
The stairs at Daytona aren't even that bad anymore because now you can
Yeah.
just ride the escalators like a pimp. And it's
I'm
Yeah.
not
no
saying-
problem.
Did you ever go up the stairs? Because the stairs are pretty
Dude,
freaking.
no,
I went up
they're
the
not
stairs.
that bad.
Hang on, I went up the stairs in July, the first time I ever went to
Oh,
Daytona,
God.
and that was like a heart attack ready to happen. I
Yeah.
almost lost my life. It was the most putrid I've ever been in my existence. It was putrid down there. It was horrible. Thankfully, I had a better Florida experience later on in February. That's way better. Go to Florida in February. God help you. If
Yeah.
you go any other time of the year, you will die. So
I mean, this
yeah.
is true. You'll probably die in February, but your chances are lower.
Somebody got stabbed to death near my hotel while I was there. Did you know that?
In
Two people got
Daytona?
What?
on the beach, like
Jesus.
How
next
did
to
you
my
not mention this? How'd you not
Oh,
mention
he
this
did.
to
No,
us?
I remember this. He did. Yeah. I remember this story.
two
Boy,
people were
Jesus.
riding their bikes. All right,
Yeah.
this is the death segment of the week. Two people were riding their bikes, and they got just some maniac came out and stabbed him to death and like left him for dead on the freaking beach and just kept
on like 500 weekend.
It was like either a couple days before or maybe a day or so after. It was like right around when we were there.
Dude. Oh my god.
That's like the intersection of Ridgewood and Atlantic down there in Daytona. That's nasty ass place.
That's pain.
No, but this is on the beach. It's like nice on the beach.
This was they were riding right up on like the boardwalk, the beach. It was nice. Stabbed to death, gone. See ya.
Damn.
So yeah. My ears are stabbed.
Did they catch the guy?
Oh hell no! What are you crazy? No, it's Florida. There's Florida men running around everywhere down there. People getting stabbed all the time.
Maybe you hit out in the bush.
So this is a good segue into Animal Planet, I guess.
There's more from Michigan.
A couple more things. Hold on, I'll have a hell of a segue. I have a hell of a segue into Animal Planet in a minute. Don't you worry. I was saying, speaking of things being dead, my ears are dead. I don't know what they did to the Xfinity cars this year, but I swear they were louder than I think I've ever heard them before, and they were certainly louder than the next gen. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, they're louder than the next gen.
I know they're louder than the next gen, but are they louder than previous years?
It felt like they were. I've been going to quite a few Xfinity races lately at a bunch of different tracks, and they were the loudest that I remember hearing them, like post-COVID and probably even a little bit pre-COVID. So I don't know if they were doing something different with the pipes or what the hell, but it sounded way, way louder. And we were up at the top, and I was getting my ears to ring because it was just that loud.
Best damn racing series in the world, period.
I haven't noticed a difference from one year to the next.
Not this weekend. The race was kind of ass, wasn't it?
That is true. That is
well,
true.
It's when you're in the stands 40 beers deep watching every battle on the track. It's a pretty good time.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, and getting out of there, by the way, also getting out of there on Saturday, they have this tram system busted, destroyed, absolutely
tram
ruined.
System.
Yeah, like you know how they have like these trucks and they have like the little like haulers behind them that people they stack into them and it takes from like parking lot to parking lot.
Right. Like the little.
They call it a tram system, but it's like a truck with a bunch of people sitting on the back of the face. They had a good system going there. I don't know if there's new people in charge over there, but they absolutely blew it, and they made it where the tram system does a full lap now. So it fills up at the first station, and then it goes to the second station, which is crammed full of people waiting to get on, but there's no room on the tram because it has to take a full lap to get people out of it.
Oh my god!
So it's absolutely brain dead what they did to that place. So I don't know why they need to undo that one. Bad move, bad call. It was like an hour before we finally got out of there. And that will be a reoccurring theme.
on the Saturday, it took you an hour?
On the Saturday, literally, I bet 30 minutes of that time was spent sitting in the line waiting for a tram to come that had room for all of us. I should have taken a video when one finally did show up and everybody roared like it was somebody just won the race. They roared louder for that tram showing up than they did when Ty Gibbs won. Like it was fantastic.
I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah, it's very understandable. So then Sunday comes around, which was a much better day of racing, but that rain like caught us lacking real bad. Like we went into the tunnel from inside the track. We were hanging out in the infield a little bit. Thank you, Rusty. Hanging out down there. Went into the tunnel. It was hot, sunny when I went in. Came out, and it was misting in my face. It was thunderstorming and raining on the other side. I like went into a tunnel for 90 seconds. Came out and just the weather had totally changed to a whole different scenario.
That's like some Florida shit. I'm surprised that happens in Michigan.
It dropped on a dime. That was crazy. And it's hilarious to watch it shut down for those like 30, 45 minutes while it was raining because everybody just hides under those grandstands. And the leaks, the leaks from the grandstands slowly seep inward towards where everyone's standing. So everybody keeps migrating closer to the back of the grandstands. It's just, there's water puddles everywhere. It is a disaster. And merch haulers are hauling ass trying not to get their shit wet. Racing electronics, you hear them like wrapping their stuff up so nobody gets electrocuted over there and all that good stuff. And that kind of takes us to the race where like 20 something laps in, everybody's favorite driver, Kyle Busch, becomes one of our Animal Planet segments, or the fans do, I should say. So
yeah, we got a video of it. Yeah.
Wait, what happened? I might have missed that.
Ed sent in a video here.
Oh, okay.
This is a good video right here.
This is as Kyle Busch is coming back around after the wreck.
Listen to him roar.
They love him.
Just you wait though.
Driver in NASCAR.
This is standard so far.
Just you wait.
Park it! Park it! Park it! Park it! Park it! Oh no!
They roar when he parked it.
We'll be
That was
seeing
about
you
as
on
loud
that
as the
out
crowd
after
got
race.
all weekend right there.
Killed him and Cindric.
So that is why the at-track experience is better than anything with NASCAR, because the people doing that, it's electric. It's so good.
It
Oh,
is
Rusty,
That's
you
pretty
were there
cool.
at the 600 with me when I was like shouting at drivers when they were doing driver intros, and Chase Elliott came around. I was like, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Like some bunch of little kids like turned around, like, what are you talking about, dude?
Dude, there were a bunch of little moments like after that had happened. There was like a moment where everybody died down. And it was getting kind of quiet. Everybody was sitting back down, settling in again, and somebody just yells, "Kyle Busch sucks!" and everybody starts laughing again. Like it was a fucking. It was fun. And we had great people in our section. There was a guy in a Kyle Larson Valvoline shirt, like 20 rows down from me, like being a section cheerleader. Like he would turn around. He's like the guy that leads the band and holds a little stick. What do you call the conductor? He was that freaking guy for our whole section. He was the one getting everybody to do a little half-ass wave. He had to be at least 1,000 beers deep, from what I could tell. He looked like a lobster. He was red in the face and all the arms and everything. He matched his Valvoline red shirt. It was kind of funny. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, when I was at Nashville, every time, this is like during the long green flag run towards the end of the race in stage 3, every time Kyle Busch drove by, there's like 8 drunk dudes spread throughout like the main grid, just all double birding Kyle every single lap. Like there's nothing going on, just double birds to Kyle Busch every time he comes by, and it's like that's why I love NASCAR. It's like guys are just drinking 100 beers and flipping off a driver. It's
like the good side of Animal Planet right there.
Yeah.
He's truly loved out here. And then that basically brings you to the end. The race, it was really good. And then at the end, Kevin Harvick, the craziness, Ross Chastain and Bell crashed, and Harvick just runs away with it. Then getting out of there again. Sunday, they somehow made getting out of there on Sunday worse than Saturday. Like always blow. Rusty knows.
Yes.
Rusty knows.
I witnessed it. When they add the actual traffic, like people, they fuck it. They absolutely fuck it. It makes no sense. The Saturday getting out of the track, it's just easy breezy. When the people can do what they want, everybody gets out smooth. But on Sunday, they got. I'm telling you, if you got
people trying to direct it and doing a bad job.
Yes, they're trying to. Yes.
There was no one. First of all, there was no one. Like sometimes you'll see like videos of people directing the traffic and everything just because they get out of their car and they're sick of it and they're like, I got to do something here. There was none of that this time. There was no police. There were no people with the vest. There was nobody out there trying to direct anybody. It was just a bunch of assholes waiting in line, trying to cut in front of each other, get out of the little sardine can and get into the line. And it was impossible. I timed it. We did not move for 25 minutes in one of those spots because there was nobody moving up front. I had eyes on an Escalade because I was like, I want that Escalade. It didn't move for 25 minutes in front of me. And I was like, I'm going to go up there and have to beat someone because we got to go.
That's why Cody's strategy at Daytona was great. We got out of Daytona and we had 2 cars. I was riding with Cody. Rusty was riding with Slap. And Cody's like, just pitch a chair. We're just gonna like tailgate in the Daytona parking lot for like 20, 30, 40 minutes, and we still got to the hotel before Rusty and Slap left earlier.
If you're not one of the first to leave, you just ain't leaving. So just hang out and relax and just don't stress about not going anywhere. Just
we were pulled up waiting next to people who were like playing cornhole and drinking more beers. Like they had the right. They had the right.
That's what you got to do.
They had and there's people who like there was a guy in a Tesla who I don't know what his plan was. He had some kind of grand scheme that I could not realize because he walks up to our car. First of all, he walks up, like doesn't knock on the window, but gets pretty close. I didn't even see him at first because we had the air conditioner on because we're dying and the windows are all fogged up. So I roll my window down. He's like, can y'all move forward a little bit? Because the line is backed up all the way down this like road now, this side road of the parking lot that is blocking this guy in, barely blocking this guy in. Not even that much, actually, by the way. So we're like, yeah, okay. We like back up and move a little bit over to the side so we can get out. And just as we do, a big ass truck pulls up right behind us and fully blocks him in. So I was like, fuck, buddy. That's what you get. You think you can get out of here in front of everybody in your Tesla, sit on that one. And sure enough, he gets out and tries to go talk to that guy. I don't think that guy moved at all. I think he just told him to go stuff one.
Yeah, I'm sure that big guy in the big truck was gonna move over for that dude in the Tesla. I'm sure that.
Yeah, no. And he was an old man, and he had like his grandkids with him. And I was like, somebody ought to. It's like, you want us to move so you can go where? Do what?
Yeah.
Wait in line like everyone else, bud.
Get in line earlier. Okay.
Sit and wait around like everyone else.
This thing is not moving. So that was it. Finally, you get up there. They have one police officer, or well, I shouldn't say one. They have a couple police officers at the entrance gate of the parking lot, and that's it. Like they're directing like the lanes outside there, but there's nobody inside the parking lot actually saying like, go this way. All right, you next, and then now you, and there's none of that shit. But once that's over with, then you're free. You're good. Which is when I finally went home and sat in air conditioning, and it felt really good. And that pretty much wraps up this terribly long segment. So if you guys want to move on, there you go.
So
that was solid.
Aside from the traffic and the weather, you had a good time.
Oh yeah, and the weather was like 40 minutes of raining, and it actually felt kind of good because it was so goddamn hot.
And like just the heat, yeah.
So there you go. Shout out to Michigan. Great track. You got to go if you haven't been there. It's fun.
It's on my bucket list.
And good racing with the next gens.
Now we know.
It was a good time.
Atmosphere is old school. Atmosphere is old school. They better never remove that from the calendar. Period. Like,
yeah, bring some beer when you're coming. You're gonna need it.
All right, that was solid. Next segment on the list is Caleb's McDonald's update. Except Caleb wasn't at McDonald's this week. I mean, I guess he was at some point, but Caleb was at Hickory Speedway with Travis. Caleb was taking pictures for him because our boy Travis Moonhead Brown was making his asphalt racing debut, running a late model for Landon Huffman, and Caleb sent in 2 videos. Here's the first one.
Hey Shrimps, a little bit different from the McDonald's update this week. We're not at McDonald's, as you can tell. We are at a racetrack.
Really?
Now, why are we at this racetrack, you ask? Well, if you know Mr. Travis Brown, Moonhead, he's racing out here this week, so all the Shrimps came out here to celebrate, have a good time. So, little cameo this week on the McDonald's update. We got a Ben.
Oh, Ben! Oh,
Ben!
Ben!
It is hot as balls. I'm gonna take you for a tour around the little campsite we got going. So, here in the back of Travis's truck, we got my setup with a bunch of cameras and shit. My phone.
Flex on us, all right. Damn.
That's equipment right there.
Fucking, I don't know. Ben got body armor this morning.
A big boy. Damn.
Ryan Blaney body armor.
Hashtag sponsor. Oh, what the?
Over here we got a race car.
Oh my
God. There it is.
It looks great.
I'm
We're having a grand old time. I don't know if I'm supposed to get that on film.
Oh, he's filming under the hood. Wait, turn away.
Star of the show right in there.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
More race cars.
Does that count as his first appearance on the podcast right there?
Sure. Yeah.
What do you have to say, Ben? How would you rate so far?
8 out of 10 would be 10 out of 10 if wasn't hot as fuck.
And it's supposed to rain, but we don't worry about that.
Oh, it did rain.
Yeah. Yeah, like the infield was like flooded.
Is that it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you found the button? All right, that's the first video, and there's a second one as well.
Am I?
Martin
There we go.
Scorsese over
This
here.
camera's AIDS. Oh, what? Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. All right, so as you can tell, we're not at the McDonald's this week. We're at a fucking racetrack because this guy right here is racing today. How's it going so far, Travis?
It's been a trying day. We've had a lot of carburetor issues. We ripped the oil pan out from under it. And then also didn't get to test, so these are my first laps out here. So I'm learning a lot. All things considered, we're not too far off. I did spin out at a 2 once. And I'm missing the bottom a lot in 1 and 2. So got some things to polish. We're gonna go out here and qualify here in about an hour and a half. And we got 100 laps coming up here later tonight. So don't know. Got a lot to learn. But 100 laps, that's a lot of time to learn around other cars and whatnot. We weren't the slowest in second practice, so it's good.
That's good. And then over here we got Ben, who has come out to watch Mr. Travis.
Yep.
How would you rate it so far? How are we doing?
8 out of 10. It would be a 10 out of 10.
Was I not supposed to watch the first
balls out here?
Yeah, I think they just did a reshoot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. It's honestly, I was telling them, it's almost hotter when you get out and you're wearing the suit because you're already exhausted. Not exhausted, but you're already, you know, it just drove the car around for several laps, and then you get out and it's just choking hot. So that's not fun. But honestly, I think it's about to rain.
Yeah, it does kind of look like about
This
to
is funny
rain,
to watch now. We know what happened.
Yeah, a little bit of a breeze. We'll see what this does for qualifying.
He called it with the oil pan too.
Yeah.
I'm looking around right here. We got in the back of Travis's truck.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh my god.
This is literally Caleb, what are you? It's amateur hour?
But we doing. So
Hope you guys are
Multiple
enjoying
takes in.
the podcast.
Well, he only showed the car in the first
know
take.
we're,
That's why I
we're
wanted
enjoying
to
being
play
out
them
here,
both, because I
so.
skimmed them.
Send it back to you guys. I'm still fucking recording.
Caleb Brand.
And
Dude, hit the button. Hit the button.
Hit the button.
Oh my
Hit the button.
Get him off! Get him off
my
my screen!
god.
Oh my god!
Hold on. It's not done.
everybody
Oh, we got
say
the
what's up
super
to
zoom.
the
Hold on.
Alex Slap, there's your green
bread.
Yeah, that's your pizza.
There's a salad.
Having a party.
Wow.
Neat.
That might be the weirdest
I love Caleb. We gotta
Caleb
lock him up.
update. That is Caleb's Hickory update for this week. Shout out to Travis. Opan broke on lap 20, so he didn't actually run the whole race, but he had fun, looks like. He actually gave a pretty solid like race car driver interview there in the first bit. Dude's a professional.
You could tell it was getting hot. He was getting like the sweat in the eyes during that interview. I've been there this weekend, man. That shit is not
the
good.
stinging sweat in the eyes is not fun.
I was thinking the same thing. It's like someone that sweats a lot at the track. I could tell it's like, yeah, trying to
The
keep up.
squinties, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, next up on our list, we got my favorite. We got Animal Planet.
Oh, Animal.
I still don't have a jingle for this though, but we have a cute logo, so there you go.
It's your homework for next week.
Oh, I'm not a musician.
That's Ben's homework.
All right, we'll get Ben to hit like 3 notes on the piano.
Yeah, I'll
Hey,
rap
Ben,
over it.
All right, Cody, where the hell were you this week, and what animals did you witness?
I had a slow week, so it was only one race this past weekend. It was Sycamore Speedway on Saturday night, the infamous Sycamore Speedway.
They don't know that yet.
For the Badger Midget Series and the other support classes for the track that night. It was a good night, but a couple things that annoyed me. The animal I will get to in a sec. But yeah, when I got there, when you the grandstands are set up just front stretch, obviously, you got the press box dead center, and then right in front of the press box in the stands, there's like 8 rows that are separated between the 2 hand railings, so it's kind of sectioned off its own little like private section, if you will.
Sure.
And that's always where I go to set up and film, and that's where I have literally for the last 4 years. I get there and I'm all set up for like an hour from showtime, and then all of a sudden Quinn, the Badger owner, comes over. He's like, "Hey, buddy, bad news. Unfortunately, you gotta move. It sounds like the that spot's reserved."
What?
Like, what?
Who's big showing you? What is that?
And then yeah, it comes to turn out that apparently some private party reserved that section, which I guess is technically a party section that can be like bought and reserved. So yeah, after lots of back and forth, finally I had to move all my stuff, and keep in mind it was like 95 degrees, humid as crap, in the sun. I was sweating my balls off. And yeah, so I have to then now be in the stands, like, rather than this kind of private
with the animals.
Yeah, rather than this private
out in the zoo.
So yeah, I had my own little section set up. Basically, the biggest, I guess there's 2 animals of this story. There's a dude kind of close to me that was right in the corner of I had my trusty caution tape, so I was able to make myself a little private and visible barrier. But some dude, it's always the guys that come right up close to the barrier, was chain smoking all goddamn night, and that's what prompted me to make that tweet.
Oh, I remember that tweet. I was like,
what'd
man,
you
he
tweet?
must have
I
had
didn't see it.
experience
Yeah,
with
what was-
somebody.
Dude, he
What
must
was
have
the
gone
tweet?
through like 14 cigarettes in like 3 hours. And I basically said that anyone that smokes in the bleachers or grandstands are animals. Like, just because you have no self-control, we shouldn't have to be subjected to the risk of getting cancer and all the other nastiness that goes involved. But anyway.
That's a fair ask.
Anyway.
They usually have a dedicated area for that stuff, but maybe the little short tracks, people just don't give a rat's ass. They're like, I'm gonna light it up right here.
Oh, yeah.
RJ Reynolds told
There
me
you
that
go.
secondhand smoke is a myth.
There you go.
So that was annoying me because I basically had like a debilitating migraine halfway through, just because that when I have cigarette smell wafting towards me and I just can't breathe fresh air, it just instant migraine. So that was annoying to deal with. And the best part is this private reserved section that was supposed to be for this party that bought the section. Not a single person showed up the entirety of the night. It sat there
God
empty the
damn.
entire time. So I moved all my shit for nothing. I sweated for nothing. I
Breathed in smoke, got
breathed
lung
in cigarette
cancer.
smoke for 3 hours straight for nothing.
Ah,
Yeah. So it was.
it's like a sad Animal Planet this week.
Yeah, what the hell?
It's just annoying.
Understandable.
That's pretty much it. The cigarette smoker and the party that, shout out to those guys that paid for that section, just never showed up.
Listen, power to them. They're funding their local dirt track.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Even if they had to move you for it. Ed, did you start running in the other direction? When did this happen?
Yeah, my PS5 was about to shut off, so I had to hit the button, and then when I hit the button, it moved my guy, so I did it on the fly there during that
Oh,
segment.
this is cool. It's dynamic. I like it.
Shout out Bucky's.
Is that a Bucky's koozie? That's great, Rusty. I love that.
Hey.
Where's Buckers at?
Buckers is up there.
Is
I
he
can go
back?
get him real quick.
He's up there somewhere.
I want him to say hi. I want him to say hi.
Did you add more stuff up there? What's going on up there?
Yeah, I got some other plushies from some VTubers I follow, and there's Buckers up there.
As you do.
Can we get Buckers to say hi real quick?
I gotta go get him real quick. See what he has to say.
Yeah.
We need a weekly Buckers check-in.
That's kind of what I was going for. I don't.
There he is.
Oh yeah, my boy.
Our road tripping buddy.
Oh, my favorite. How we doing, Buckers?
I tell you what, I'm doing okay, but I never want to go to the state of Florida ever again.
You got him out. You freed him.
I know I was stuck in that Daytona Bucky's for longer than I could remember. I don't even want to think about it. It was awful. It was the worst time of my life.
It's good to see you, Buckers. Thank you.
Yep.
It's good to see you too, Cody. Good to see you drive through. I remember you played with my tail so you could look at the clock.
did.
Because
I
I was
did
blocking the
flick his
clock.
tail.
I'm sorry. I don't have no control over my tail.
Hey yo.
Yeah, when Slap puts him on the dashboard of the car, his little beaver tail flaps down in front of the clock. And I want to figure out what time it is. I had to like lift his tail.
I kind of like it though.
Oh. Hey yo.
Hey yo.
All right, next segment.
Anyway,
Good thing you saved him from Florida though. That's a solid move. That's practice for when we do that to Fiasco too. We're gonna extract.
Yeah,
him
we
as
got
well.
we gotta save him. The next segment on the list is what the heck is Twitter doing this week? What the heck is
Going
Twitter
dumb
doing
again.
this week? Other than this, quick shout out to Joseph Newgarden. Joseph Newgarden got a little bit triggered on Twitter. He put together a pretty something interview after he wrecked I think Grosjean in the IndyCar race and straight up took him out. And I think he said like, "Welcome to IndyCar, it gets tight." So he kind of just big showed Grosjean. And then he got lit up in the comments and he went and he replied to just about everyone. But he's gone back now. And 2 days later, he's apologized to pretty much everyone that he is just talk shit to. So kind of respectful. Shout out to Joseph. And I'm pretty sure everyone that who he responded to was like, "Hey buddy, that's fine." I guess this guy didn't respond, but some guys did. So shout out to Joseph. Made a mess and then kind of cleaned up after himself.
Like some people.
I can respect it.
Yeah.
Fair.
Stand-up guy, Joseph Newgarden. Next up, we've got a tweet from Garrett Smithley of Caleb on the fence of this go-karting facility. After that Hickory race, apparently they went go-karting and they tore his shit up. And Spencer Preet and Caleb Hoffman got into it. And I think he climbed the wall, hit the fence.
He hit the fence. You can see it.
Like, see that? It's leaning back. That fence post is leaning away from the track because he jumped the wall and smacked into it. And apparently both the carts were wrecked. But the people at the facility just gave him new ones, and they got back out there and they ripped it up.
They wrecked an iPhone too, by looks of it.
Yeah. Caleb's phone got smashed in his pocket.
Trouble.
And they didn't even get kicked out, dude.
It might have been the most exciting day this arrive and drive indoor go-karting facility's ever seen. So shout out to those boys.
They did not send him home. That is the most remarkable part. They just said, "All right, have fun."
Dude,
they were probably just impressed at the show they were getting.
Any go-kart place I've been to where you have the slightest contact, you're just immediately kicked out. So I was amazed, and they're like, "No, keep going, you're good. Here's a new cart for you, actually."
This selfie from Garrett Smithley's pretty great.
So this is why I got questions about this. Look, he's facing the camera. Then Preep is that, assuming that's Preep behind him, right? And then Caleb's facing. I don't know which way is the right way here.
Wait, yeah, hold on. Is Garrett facing the wrong way?
No, Caleb's facing the right way. Garrett's facing the right way. Preet's facing the wrong way. Caleb got launched into the fence on the left, going the correct way. And I think Preet spun after the contact. But Caleb was still facing the right way. Just launched the wall and hit
Dude,
the
they
fence.
gotta ask the facility for like security cameras, see if they can find the
footage or something.
No, they deleted it all because he went higher than the fence.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you gotta pull that Travis tweet up.
Yeah, Travis tweeted that. I can't take credit.
Oh, I can't find it.
That was amazing.
Might be in the quotes.
That's hilarious. Is that Caleb right there in that picture? I guess it is.
He was just
Yeah,
he
it
quote
is.
tweeted it.
That bottom one.
Preet says next time Caleb and I end up creaming the guardrail together, we're taking the belts off and throwing down too. Travis says the greatest recreational karting crash he's ever seen.
Recreational.
Recreational.
All
Can
right.
I recreational this? Can I recreate this recreational?
Keep saying
crash?
Big Show too. It's big time. Big Show's a wrestler.
I don't watch wrestling.
I don't know.
All right.
Show.
My
That's
last
your problem.
My last tweet that I'm bringing up. Slap. What the hell is this?
Hey, man.
I can respect this.
Oh
when
my
when it's
Lord.
hot outside, you just want a little bit of cool salad to go with your
Dude,
hot pizza.
a salad is
for the
salad is a
listeners.
side dish with pizza all the time.
Slap
Throw it right on
says
top.
he put a bag of salad mix on top of a DiGiorno Supreme pizza, and it looks about as bad as it sounds.
No,
it's just a
it's
pizza with salad on it.
A little bit of ranch on top of it.
I respect the ranch, but just the just a pile
have
of
to do
salad on top of a pizza.
You did not have to do this to yourself or any of
didn't
us.
have to do it.
No.
No, I feel
You just
like
put the salad in a bowl.
Salad and pizza by themselves are good, but I didn't have time for that because I got a podcast to do with y'all, so I just put the salad on top of the pizza.
That's
I was gonna say
I get it.
We got to go a few layers deep because every time Slap feels a little bit guilty about what he's eating, he makes like a big fucking salad. So does that play into your just efficiency where you're like, I'm feeling guilty about eating a pizza. We're just gonna dump a whole salad on you? Like, what is it?
Because that way I can feel guilty and relieved at the same time. Kind
Oh,
of
he's gotta-
out everything.
He's got to get that fiber. I
I gotta get the fiber.
it's
Man.
ever
There's
since
too
that-
many carbs in that pizza, dude. I'll get stopped up. I gotta have the greens.
Ever
I mean,
since
when you
Road
think
America
about it-
last year, where you were backed up on nothing but cheese, it's in ranch and cheese
Oh my
curds for
God.
3 days.
Yeah,
You're just been
chicken and a
paying
biscuit.
for
That's the only thing I
greens.
ate for like 3 days straight, and I just could not take a shit.
longing for greens.
Like concrete.
Oh my. When you think about it, the pizza acts is like a giant crouton too, so this does kind of work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Put a little bit of ranch on it. Got
Hold
the
on.
leftover. Put that in the ranch.
But it's a DiGiorno.
I'm
It's
slowly
it's
getting hold on
It's
this,
like a
actually.
Jack's pizza.
We
I mean,
might have
salad
to
is a
ask.
really common side dish for pizza. I mean, why not just throw it on top? I mean, it's all going to the same place anyway in the course of the
Yeah.
meal.
Rusty's onto something right there. If you did this with a Jack's Pizza, it'd be money, I bet.
I mean, he's not blending it all together and
it's like
drinking it. He's just throwing it on
people
top.
that take their cheeseburger and they put the fries like in the cheeseburger. Like,
Exactly. That's like chips on a sandwich.
Yeah, but who?
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't do that.
These are not the same.
You don't put chips on a sandwich?
Fucking Animal Planet. Get the
Like
fuck
in
out of
it?
here.
Yeah, you're the Animal Planet segment this week. Congratulations.
I'm the strange one for putting chips on sandwiches. Okay.
You gotta pull up one of my other tweets, the spam cookie.
Oh,
I worked at a sub shop for like 2 years, so I can qualify myself as a sandwich expert. Thank you very much.
Artist, you know.
And then you throw it all away.
Sandwich artist. Okay, yeah.
Hold on. Here's Slap's other
chips on a
tweet.
sandwich. It gives you that perfect crunch texture.
Or do you just eat the
You
chip while
quote
you eat the sandwich?
tweeted at
You do
fucked
both.
up foods.
Or half the chips on the sandwich, and you leave the other half to snack on while you're
Posting
eating it.
Hold on. What are we
Cookies with
looking at here?
spam in them.
I don't want to hear shit about salad pizza when there are spam cookies.
Okay, I'm not going to endorse
Chocolate
that.
chip cookies with slices of spam inside of them.
I'm
You
not
guys
going
got to
to
start
endorse
loving
that.
yourselves, man. You guys got to
Those
start.
actually, the cookie I
Which
think sells
Western
it.
man salad pizza. Or
Yeah, but
Please,
think of the
spam cookies.
meat.
Just a little bit of self-respect would do a lot.
No, you're gonna get that salty bite in the middle. It might actually be fun.
No,
I don't
that's
know.
disgusting.
No, you gotta fry that spam so it got that little crisp outer edge.
Listen, I think we should challenge our listeners to do the slap pizza challenge. Send in a picture of a pizza with a salad on it and let us know.
Yeah, you can use your salad
because I'm
mix
not
of
gonna
choice,
do
I
it.
might
a
do
little bit
this.
of kale.
Can we do hashtag slap pizza challenge on Twitter and tag
Slap
your
with
pictures?
a 1 S1AP hashtag slap pizza challenge. Send it in. We'll look at them next week.
That doesn't script the hashtags, does it? Having a number in there?
As long as it's not the
Send-
first
no, send the
thing.
email,
Okay,
send the email.
okay.
Or send an email.
Or
You know,
both.
you know where to put
Whatever
it.
your
ShrimpHoursPresents at gmail.com.
There you
Send
go.
us your slap pizza
I might try this.
challenge.
I might try it on a Jack's. I might try it on a Jack's Supreme, honestly, just to
Alright,
see what's
let us
down.
know
I'm
how it
telling you,
goes.
slap's onto something. Because with like a frozen pizza, it just you have the cheese and the bread and just the grease. It just kind of is rich after a while, having the nice crisp like texture on top.
But that's just like it just looks like a pile. It's a mound of.
I will
just-
give him that the presentation is
only
not
half-
the
it
greatest.
went a little heavy.
It was
The
only
present-
half a bag. I wanted to use the whole bag.
The presentation
Nah.
could have been better. I
It
will.
went a
If it's
little
like
heavy on the mix.
If it's a chicken pizza with like a cream sauce and you put like some little leafy greens on there, yeah, maybe. But I don't know. A
But y'all never had a margarita
DiGiorno's-
pizza before, where it's got like
I
the
have.
basil
Yeah,
on
we
there.
have.
And the
But
pizza.
that's
Yeah,
like
my
a
favorite
few,
pizza.
a few leaves, not a just mound of salad.
Yeah.
I mean, but now
Very
we're just
different.
talking
Just
about quantity.
uncooked iceberg lettuce just thrown on top.
Though. Now it's just a matter of quantity, though. I mean, the principle is the same.
It's not about quality, it's about quantity.
Exactly. By the way, that pizza, I did overcook it a little bit, so it was nice and crispy on the bottom.
It
Had a
did
well done
look a little
crust.
bit crisp.
Good.
That was
We'll
the
get it. We'll
lettuce.
get on the
So
screen one more time.
The crispness of the crust matches
Dude,
the
no.
salad.
No, he needs to be arrested.
Oh no! All right,
I
that
see.
is.
Rusty, when you become a serf on my crawfish farm, you're eating salad pizza every
Dude,
day.
A
all right.
serve.
Oh my god! If you're gonna shout like call me out on Twitter, at least get like the material right. You're making me look like a weirdo.
You said you didn't want to eat the cricket flour, but you eat the crawfish.
All right, that is it for the "What's Twitter Doing" segment.
I love your shirt, by the way, Rusty. I just saw that.
Oh yeah. Rusty has the,
Oh, shout
the
out.
Moonhead first race shirt.
The official
Hell
Moonhead
yeah.
shirt.
Gorgeous.
Shout out.
All right, next up we have this might become a recurring segment. We have Cody's crash of the week. The least audio friendly bit of our not very audio friendly podcast. Cody's crash of the week is Carson Short in some dirt race of some sort.
I will preface this. I was not here. I was only at Sycamore this past weekend. It was absolutely clean racing. There was nothing to speak of. So this was a clip I saw on Twitter that was like, holy shit. And there's a little side note I'll get to afterwards. That's kind of why I just picked this one in particular.
All right, let it roll. Yeah.
Going. Oh,
Man.
just explodes into that fence.
Shredded it.
It like rode the fence for
Now-
a stupid
Look at that
amount
one
of
more time.
Now the reason widen out a little bit just so you can see the entire right side of the frame of the.
What is
video.
a 22 doing?
You got the right cut off just ever so slightly, and I'll tell you why in a sec.
That's
Yeah,
gotta feel good
Ooh.
laying there upside down.
Hold on, I got a whole thing here. Oh, there you go.
Right when he gets airborne, go back and pause. There's something I want to point out. Right there. You see that yellow platform right there?
Oh,
Is that where you
God.
stand?
That was where I was like a month ago for the World of Outlaws and the Extreme Outlaw series race there, and I was scared shitless that someone was gonna go airborne and hit the fence like right up there. And
Oh, these
You
guys
just told
did
him to
it.
move that back by about 10 feet.
yeah, it luckily happened like a little bit further back from the platform itself.
The fence kept them in.
That's still scary though.
You might need to wear a helmet while you're working there, though.
Like the flag man.
This is the flying debris.
It's okay. I had plastic garbage bags I taped in front of that thing to keep.
Oh,
me
for
shielded
dirt?
From any dirt.
Yeah.
I'm sure that would have stopped a car flying at me.
Oh, yeah.
A hefty bag. That'd be
People
hell of an
underestimate the
advertisement.
power of a good contractor bag.
All right, next up on our list of bits, we got the media check-in, where we talk about what the heck we've been playing and what the heck we've been watching over the past week.
Ooh.
You got stuff,
one.
Slap? All right, coming in hot.
I
What we got?
do got one. I took the plunge. I'll never come back. Escape from Tarkov.
Oh shit! He
Oh,
finally did
boy.
it. He finally
Oh,
did it.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, that game is fucking hard. Holy shit. So like you have before you like drop in, you gotta like select your weapon. You have to make sure your magazines are loaded, and you have to like take your ammo and like drop it in on your magazine. You have to drop your magazines on your rig and everything, and then like drop in. There's no mini map to tell you where to go. There's no waypoint to tell you where the extraction zone is. You have to like literally pull it up on a second monitor, a map that has all the extraction zones on it, and you just kind of have to like guess where the fuck you are on the map and like
Oh
go
my
towards
God.
there.
That's intense.
And you're just like going through the fucking woods like with your like little shitty gun because I just started. There's people that got like blickied out like perfect like Gucci guns that just can snipe you from 1,000 meters away. And then like you're just like walking around and there's AI characters called scavs. And all of a sudden you just hear like random the grass starts speaking in Russian. Like Wharton, cheeky breaky, spongy squeaky, brrr, and then you're dead.
All right.
It do be like that. We
And,
gotta play that.
Yeah, so
Tarkov.
I played 7 rounds. I have 0 kills. I have 2 successful extractions, and that's it.
Needs more
Yeah,
experience.
from what
Get
I've
in
seen
there.
of Tarkov, it's friggin' intense, dude. I don't know if that's my kind of thing, but
It's like a second job that you don't get paid for, and you can't do good at it. You can just do less bad than you did last time. There's no success. There's no winning. You just lose a little bit more slowly than you did last time.
Just slightly less.
that sounds like me making this podcast.
Speaking of things you make, my media thing I want to suggest for the week is your damn go-kart track. I want to give a shout out to that.
I've been,
GTA 5.
this is a thing that I've always wanted to do for years. I don't know why. I want to make go-kart tracks in GTA 5. Using the creator, you can put little walls and stuff and build your own tracks. And I did them years ago, before they even had go-karts in the game. And it wasn't very fun because the cars were way too big and the walls were way too sticky. But they updated a lot of stuff over the years in the creator, and they have actual go-karts now. So I made a few little go-kart tracks, and we had like up to 9 or 10 dudes going on at once on these little go-karts.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
What's your
it's a good
public
time with your
track,
friends.
Track called, just in case anyone finds it?
I think it's just called The Docks Go-Kart GP. If you're on PC, you can get it. If you're on anything else, you can't get it because Rockstar doesn't have cross-map compatibility for some reason, even though all the creators use the same system.
They can't afford it. They don't get enough money.
Yeah. But I'm working on a few more. It should be a good time. I've really been enjoying that. What else? What are the games we got? Any other games, Ed, Rusty?
Nah, that's about it for me.
I'll tell you my story from today. I don't know how well I'm going to tell it, but I feel like anybody that's out there can probably relate to this. You ever hang on to like movies or, in my case, VHS tapes from when you're like literally 3 years old?
Oh, yes.
We talked about VHS tapes last week, and it's really dating me. But I think the current generation, they're gonna hang on to Blu-rays. Maybe they're, I don't know, bootleg files on the.
Does anyone have Blu-rays?
You have old projection film reels, Rusty?
No,
slapped.
I'm not that old. So
Those all Blu-rays? Slap.
Those are DVDs, Blu-rays. I got a couple of VHS tapes over here, but I don't have a VCR. I need to get a VCR.
Oh.
eBay.
Sorry, Rusty.
So I kind of like, as I've been like evolving my studio setup, whatever, I pulled out a couple VHSs. Last week we had the like the Jaws movies up corner. Down there we had it's Twister, and we also have this one. It's a monster truck VHS tape, War of the Monster Trucks. And my kid came into my room the other day, and he's like, "I want to watch that like tomorrow," and that's what we did today. That's what we did today, and it was a good time. It's like, because like I can take myself back literally to how old he was, and I remember sitting in front of the TV watching this at his age. So we watched that. It was super, and he's like getting excited about like this monster truck that had like 8 total tires, like literally driving across a lake. It was crazy. And then there was like a here, let me show the back of the box. And one of them was like an actual like tank with like treads on it. Here, wait, hold up. I'm a little bit behind. It's like it's a truck body on like the tank treads, and he went nuts for that. And like at his age, I loved the shit out of that too. So we enjoyed that. And then while we were watching that, he's like, "Daddy, sometime after school, I want to watch Star Wars with you." Because up in that corner, there was also some VHS tapes of the Star Wars trilogy.
Is that the remaster from 1997?
Yeah, it's not the special edition. It's just I think it was the last ones they put out that were like just the OG films. And he told me he wanted to watch them, and so I was like, "All right, let me know whenever you come home from school. We'll watch them, or daycare, whatever." And he's after we finished Monster Trucks, he's like, "I want to watch Star Wars." And it's one of those moments I've been waiting about 20, 30 years for. I never knew I'd have a kid, but you kind of think about it. You just something that's like something I'm the most like passionate about as a fan. I don't know. It's like I've been trying to like indoctrinate my kid with NASCAR. It hasn't worked, but something with Star Wars, it clicks in his head a little bit better, because he's been seeing like some stuff on like the Disney Plus channel. He's been seeing some like cartoon shows of Star Wars. But he's never actually asked to watch the OG Star Wars movies until today. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. And I gave him the option, because I'm not gonna like tell him we're gonna like, he doesn't know there's like an order to this. He doesn't know. He hasn't figured that part out yet. So I'm like, all right, which one do you want to watch first? And I'll let you guys decide. I'll let you guys place the bets. My kid had the option of what he calls like the I'm looking a little choppy. You got the Darth Vader New Hope. I didn't phrase it like that, but we got the New Hope. We got Empire Strikes Back, and we got Return of the Jedi. This is the first one, the second one, and the third one. And I'm like, which one do you want to watch?
I'm gonna guess he picked Darth Vader.
I was gonna say Yoda.
When I was a kid, my dad did this exact same fucking thing, and I wanted to watch Empire Strikes Back because it starts off with a battle scene.
I was about to say,
I thought that shit was cool as fuck.
If your kid's really based, he'll pick Empire. But I think he looked at the cute little Yoda picture and he was like, "I want to watch that one."
That's what I'm thinking.
So I'll tell you what. I could cry, honestly.
Oh,
he was originally, you guys called it. It's kind of like he was originally like, you know what, Darth Vader, that looks pretty good. He said it in his own way, but then he got super hyped up, and he's like, We're watching this one. I'm like, oh my god, this is my kid. I was like, oh my god,
kid is based.
I was like, this is like the craziest moment of my life right now. And so we pop it in, and I'm not joking. We like the intro, like with the intro, like I don't even know what you call it, the whatever the text scrolling by. Yeah, the music was playing, and he's like dancing around. He's like hyped. Like he's getting hyped. And I'm like, what is this right now? And like for literally every frame for the first like 10 minutes of the movie, he was totally like all in on it. And I was like, I don't know. It was a magical moment in my life, and I caught myself like, I don't know. It was too surreal. Like, I don't know what to say about it, but it happened, and that was my day.
That's great as hell.
Yeah.
Legendary dad.
That
moment.
is by far the most wholesome moment ever described on one of these podcasts.
It's so wholesome, I want to vomit.
Dude, it's like
That's great.
I'm telling you, because I try to force the NASCAR, but when he let the Star Wars stuff come organic, it was I don't know. I'm a proud daddy.
Oh, that's great.
All right, next. All right, let's go. Get out.
I don't know how to follow that up.
There you go.
Real quick before we get off the subject
Sure.
of movies, Rusty, have you gotten to Jaws: The Revenge yet?
Nah, I was gonna watch those last night, but
That's your homework for next week because I want to discuss the ending of that with you.
all right,
on the
next week.
podcast.
Next week.
Okay.
Next week.
It depends what version you have, because apparently there's like 4 or 5 different versions.
We'll
of the ending
discuss
that
all of them.
movie.
He'll watch whatever he has, but
God.
we'll discuss all of them.
All right. Make sure you tune in for Shrimp Hours episode 5, where we talk about the 4th Jaws movie.
Riveting material.
All
really
right.
selling there.
Next segment up, we've got fan mail.
Oh,
We've got
man.
fan mail, folks. So
We got fan mail. Fan mail.
Fan mail.
we'll make a jingle.
Fan
We'll make it
mail.
sound like that. Yeah.
Can we take the one from Blue's Clues?
In week 1, we got 2 emails, which was pretty cool. In week 2, we got 4 emails, and it is now week 3, and we got 12 emails.
Oh shit.
Oh, I just got another one. What the hell? Okay, we'll look at that.
Oh, buzzer beater. Nice.
So we got
I didn't
13
write it.
emails.
This is absolutely week 4, by the way.
Should we do the 13th
Yeah,
one?
week
Like,
Yeah,
four.
but it's the
What the
3rd
fuck?
week that we're like receiving mail.
Yeah,
Like,
because we didn't have any emails on the debut
Alright.
broadcast.
It makes sense.
Fair enough. Get
Um,
your technicalities out of here.
Remember, folks, if you want us to answer your questions or read your comments or read your emails, ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com. Send them in. We'll read them. Unless we get like 20 next week, in which case we won't read the bad ones. But we'll read all of them this week. And this is gonna take a minute. So
Yeah, I
bear
think we're
with
right
me.
at the limit. If we get any more than 12 a week, we're just gonna have to start filtering out some.
It's honestly great because it's the podcast writes itself. All right, we got fan mail from Aiden. Aiden says, "Hello, big fan of the original Outlap." Yeah, we had that last week. My name is Joe, and I was wondering several things. 1, does the podcast believe Daniel Ricciardo is washed, and does he deserve his seat? Yes, he's washed, and no, he doesn't deserve his seat.
I don't know about Formula enough.
Nah,
enough
washed.
to say.
Yeah, he's washed.
Just
2,
know that he's washed.
who is the
You guys
best driver to never win a race in NASCAR, F1, and IndyCar? That is a fat question that I don't know if I can straight up answer.
NASCAR.
The best driver to never win a NASCAR race? That's kind of hard to do. It's kind of easy to win NASCAR
Didn't I make a
races.
top 10 list on that?
I was gonna say a few
Top
weeks
10
ago. I would've
drivers
said
never won a race.
At
Daniel
all?
Suarez.
He just
but
won,
that
though.
changed.
Yeah, he won.
I said it
Yeah.
a few weeks ago. I would,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's changed now, obviously.
Slap, did you make a list of these?
I don't know.
I made a list of top 10 NASCAR drivers who never won a race.
Ooh, can we hear it?
Well, there you go. There's your answer.
At least the top one?
If it'll load, I mean,
Oh, all right. We'll get back to you on that one, pal. All right. 3.
Yeah.
Why do all of you suck at Fall Guys? Damn.
Oh my
Wow,
god.
look
at
that.
God, bro.
get out
Bro, I
of
would
here.
drag
I was
you-
gonna say earlier, can we get
Yeah.
a weekly segment, Rusty's heartbreaking Fall Guys moment of the week?
Listen, I don't know who. Listen, if your name's Aiden or if your name's Joe, I'll
Yeah,
challenge you
whatever
to
you
a Fall Guys match and we'll kick your ass. All right. 4. You guys should start a band called Leaky Meat Juice. It's a call back to the first episode. Would be a solid band name. All right. Next email comes in from the same email. It's Aiden again.
God.
He says, "Hello, my name is not Joe, and I have 3 questions. 1, do Slap is have Bucky memorabilia? Yes. 2, I ordered the shrimp McDonald's meal, and I can take video next time I get it if you want. You should have taken a video the first time. You didn't do your homework.
No, yeah,
Did he say how it was?
No.
Did he give it any review? No, what the
He
fuck?
just said he
then?
ordered it. That's it.
Well, what the hell? You gotta tell us if it sucks ass or not.
God, I didn't eat it, but I ordered it.
Definitely didn't order it.
Next email comes in from Carcast, who says, "Hey, hello. I really like your videos and wonder if you guys can do a segment showing your favorite die casts."
Oh shit! You'd have to give me a week to unbury it out of the pile.
Yeah, we might have to do like a show and tell next week.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
do
write that down. I'll write that down.
That's a good idea.
We'll do a diecast next week. We'll get you. Thanks for sending me an email.
I have our top 10 NASCAR drivers who never won a race. If you want to look at that real quick.
There you go. Hit it.
Do you like the top 2 or 3 on that list?
I can go through. I can burn through like the top.
I got
10
slaps looking at the sun
10
right now.
Musgrave, 9 Ralph Earnhardt, 8 Wally Dallenbach Jr., 7 Todd Bodine, 6 Mike Skinner, 5 Buddy Arrington, 4 JD McDuffie, 3 Rick Mast,
JD McDuffie,
2 Dick Trickle, and number 1 Cecil Gordon. With 449 starts, 29 top 5s, 111 top 10s. Finished third in the points twice in 1971 and 1973. 7 top 10 points finishes. Led 23 laps in his entire career as an owner driver.
Damn.
Never won. That's kind of sad.
I'd say that's it.
I'm going with Wally Dallenbach. Big Wally fan. Love Wally.
I love Wally. I love
All right,
Wally.
hell yeah.
I'll say
Might
Dick
put Dick
Trickle,
Trickle at number 1, rethinking it.
I was gonna say Dick Trickle just because I gotta say the Wisconsin boy.
Yeah.
The best name in all of sports, period. That's a Dick Trickle.
Indeed.
All right, next email comes
Dick
in.
Passwater is a close second.
Next email comes in from Brian. Brian says, "Fan mail. Hi, it's me again." This is the guy that asked Rusty the question last week.
Oh my god.
He says, after watching Rusty have a fucking stroke over Fall Guys last podcast, I figured it would only be right if I came back for yet another question. He says, if NASCAR was to race on one F1 track, I swear if you say Indy or Coda, we're gonna have beef. What would it be? If NASCAR was to race on one F1 track, not Indy or Coda.
Does it have to be a current F1 track?
I don't think so.
Monza
Hockenheim.
Oval.
Oh my god. You can't
We got to
say
get
it.
Kyle Larson mic'd up for it.
No.
Oh god.
You know, my legitimate answer is Hockenheim. I love that place.
Yeah. Put it back in the
Montreal.
schedule, cowards.
Yeah.
Montreal. Just
Good
because
answer.
it's easy to get to.
Good answer.
It's also a pretty banger racetrack.
True.
I ran about 1 million laps in R Factor 2 on the Zandvoort track, and that would be kind of interesting to see because I was a big fan.
That would
My
be
serious
interesting.
answer. I'd love to see Spa. I know the racing probably wouldn't be the best. It'd just be fucking cool as hell to see them flying through that historic track.
We're gonna be lucky if F1 stays there.
Yeah.
I don't think it will.
Like imagine signing Australia to like a 13-year contract, but like
I
ditching
like
Spa.
Australia, but Spa?
Not that much.
Man. If F1 was to race on one oval from NASCAR, what would it be? Martinsville. Thanks for the laughs. I'll see to
I say
podcast late next time because I'm gone all next week, but much love. Have a good day, Brian. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
All right. Keegan
New
writes
Hampshire.
in. I made fun of Keegan last time because he sent a terrible email. He says, all right, Davin, I understand now. I need to write more than simply just 2 words this time. Thank you. My question for the show is, what is everyone's favorite word? Bonus points if it's racing related. Sorry.
Suck. That's kind of racing related.
I'm going to say one to upset everyone. Pasta. My favorite word.
You know what my favorite word is? It has nothing to do with racing related. Pomposity.
Ooh.
You know what my favorite word is?
I love that word. I have no idea why, but pomposity. It's just the best word that just rolls off the tongue.
What does it mean? Is that like pompousness?
Yeah, it means to be pompous, to be like arrogant. Like
Oh,
I
the
cannot believe that
pomposity.
man's pomposity. It's just ridiculous.
Hey, the Colorado Rockies live series attributes decreases soon, by the way, in case you're
I
wondering.
saw that. Cody, what's your favorite word?
DriveThrough. My favorite word is freedom.
I thought it was going to be
racing
Aaron or
related,
Rod.
right?
I was ready
Sure.
to say Rod.
I killed Rusty. All right.
I didn't
Rusty,
know
what's your
where that
favorite-
was.
Rusty, what's your favorite word? Don't say a slur, please.
Well, so when you guys think of me, what's one word I say like all the time?
Bye.
Bias?
Bias is up there.
Bias again? We'll go
Or
with
it's a
bias.
setup.
Yes, recently it's been a setup. We'll go with bias for this week's episode. Bias.
All right. Mika Suzuki writes in, says, "Hey again. For Rusty.
Oh my god.
Oh.
At the end of your Fall Guys test stream, you rated a streamer named CuteBot, and your good friend Los implied there was some deep lore on why you rated her. Why did you rate her, and what is this lore?"
I wouldn't you rate her?
Hey, you only rated her because Spoopy Kit wasn't streaming right then at that second.
We're going too deep.
Hey, we're just a big fan. We're a big fan over here in Shrimp Hours.
We're a big fan of smaller creators working their way up the ladder. You know?
Big fan.
Small creator CuteBot.
Yep.
All right, solid email. Thank you, Mika, for writing. All right, next one comes in from T-Bone. T-Bone says, "Fan mail. Hello, Shrips. Great job on the podcast. The last 3 weeks, each episode has been very entertaining. Good job, guys. My question for this week is, if you could drive your car around any racetrack in the world in perfect weather for 5 laps, what track would you want to drive on? Sincerely, T-Bone." My answer is the Nürburgring Nordschleife, because that would be a long 5 laps. And fun ones, too. I love that track.
It's almost as long, but not really. I'd like to take 5 laps around Spa. And they
definitely not almost as long. Unless you're talking about the old ones.
Instead of 8 or 9, however long Nordschleife is.
Yeah.
14 miles, isn't it?
I only
Did you say we're limited to the laps?
5 laps. That's it.
5.
Why? What were you gonna pick?
I was gonna pick Slinger just because it'd be like the only thing that'd be relatively fun with my slow as crap half broken 4-cylinder. But
be really short 5 laps, but
it would take me forever to get around Spa. My little like Korean red rocket, all 1.8 liters of Korean steel.
Rusty or Ed?
I would take my old car, my Pontiac Grand Prix. It was 2002. Favorite thing I've ever driven. I need to get that thing back. That's another story for another day. But I want to take my old Pontiac Grand Prix 4-door sedan to any banked dirt track under a half mile in the country, and I will. We're gonna have some fun.
Hell yeah. Ed, how about you?
Yeah, well, I'd be taking my invisible boatmobile, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, Ed doesn't have a car or driver's license.
You don't need no car or driver's license out here. I got people for that. So what I would do is I would take my eventual Escalade. Is I'm gonna take that place. I'm gonna take it to like Talladega. I'm gonna take it to like Talladega, somewhere stupid. I'm gonna hold it wide open and look dumb for a while.
All right.
But it's gonna be the greatest 5 laps of my life.
Slide down the bank.
That's going to be
I might roll
1
the
million
Escalade
subscriber special. He just takes the Escalade out and just beans it into turn 1 at Talladega.
With the golden play button on the dashboard.
Yeah, there you go. We're going to roll that thing over for sure.
That just inspired me. I might have to now claim the pace car at Talladega and take a couple laps of that bad boy.
There you go. I was gonna say that, or my the Wreckfest Hot Wheels track, if I can use a fantasy track, because that'll at least kill me.
We got another email from Brian. I think he sent this when I was streaming, because he says, "Okay, so seeing who Rusty raids, I feel like taking him out in Fall Guys was the correct idea, but to each your own, I guess. Don't talk shit about CuteBot.
Yeah, what the hell?
Come on now.
Here?
I got a question for Slap. Can we get a video on dirt racing?
Video on dirt racing.
And how the cars have turned to today. I guess like your modified or your late model
cars
ones.
And midgets and stuff like that.
You can't say that.
Slap, I'll give you all the B-roll you want if you ever.
Those are little people cars. Anyways, thanks DT for showing your knob. You're welcome. All right.
Knob.
We got one from Andrew who sent a YouTube video link.
Have you checked what this is first?
It is the Supercars Gen 3 testing at Bathurst. Interesting. Given that Supercars has gone for a next gen set of cars that actually look like road cars, look up the Supercars Gen 3 if you haven't already. They look sweet.
I've seen them. Yeah, they look.
Is this what Gen 7 should have been? Thank you, from Andrew Rollison.
They should have been Pinty's cars.
I agree with that.
They should have been Pinty's cars. I don't actually.
Can't argue with that.
I don't care all that much about them looking like the real world counterparts.
Yeah.
Gen 4s were hot. I understand it for supercars, but seeing those on an oval would be a little bit weird, just because they just straight up look like road Camaros and Mustangs with wings on them. All right, next email comes from CMR.
What the hell? What up, dude?
He says, "Hey y'all, it's CMR here. If each of you had to pick a new game for us all to play that was released this year, what would it be? And also, is there a possibility for some merch?" From
Nobody
CMR.
puts games out anymore, so that's not really a
What has come out
Yeah.
this year that's actually good?
I don't know.
I gotta jump on this.
Stray, that cat game.
Yeah, but you can't play that like together.
You can't. I thought it was co-op. You could be a bunch
Oh,
of
is
little
it?
cats running around.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, could you
That's only like an 8-hour game.
I wish
What's
I
up,
had an
Rusty?
answer.
Well, I feel like we could have fun playing something like Siege or really any multiplayer game where we're all on the same team and just like shitting on dudes. But like the one I've been like trying to. I don't know.
None of these
that's a little
came out
too
this year,
funny.
though.
Yeah, that's be something
Well,
that
I
came out
don't-
this year.
Well,
I don't care
Arkham
about- no.
technically is still in beta testing, so it hadn't come out yet.
Well, yeah, so
All
almost
right.
every game is like almost like a live service game where they keep updating it, and it's getting better and better. So the thing I've been floating out there the last year or so, I've never played it, but I've been watching people stream it, play it for like 3 years, kind of casually, is Sea of Thieves. And I swear to God, if we get any 4 of us, we could rotate dudes in and out on that game. It's gonna be the greatest time of our lives. I'm 100% convinced. I'm like, it's gonna be just it's gonna be magic. It's gonna be magic. That's what I want.
So basically, to answer your question, CMR, no good games have come out this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least stuff that we can play together.
This fall we might have some bangers. We'll see, but
All right. Next email comes in from Slow Motion. Shout out to Slow
oh,
Mo.
slow
How we
motion.
doing slow?
This fan mail and questions. What's up, Shrimps? It's your boy Shlomo. First, I want to say keep up the good work from all of y'all. Been watching you guys for a while now, and thanks for always interacting with me and everyone else in the community. Thanks for being there. So for my questions, firstly, would any of you like to join the Scrub Series team? No. And second, what is your ideal SRX lineup? Who would you put in, and who would you take out? Cough, cough, Paul Tracy. Take it easy and have a good day.
Yeah, I want Paul Tracy out of there, and I want Danica Patrick in.
That'd be pretty cool.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
Yeah,
That's
well,
money
we
right
can't
there.
we can't have Danica Patrick and Paul Tracy in there at the same time.
Yeah,
or
that's
else
why you
Paul
gotta
Tracy
swap
start
them.
asking for feet pics.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. You're not wrong. That's why you got to swap one for the other. It's a straight up trade.
Just because she's so young and doesn't really have too much of a resume yet, I'd take out Haley, replace her with Robbie Gordon. I'd love to see Robbie in the SRX series.
Yeah, Robbie Gordon would
That
be
would be cool.
My personal pick, I think it's an easy one. I put it on Twitter a couple months ago. Was Juan Pablo and Montoya. I feel like it's a
that'd be
natural.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
I hope Castroneves can continue to run as long as he wants to run, because he's just, the people love this man. He's like the most popular driver
Oh yeah.
wherever he goes. But
I would love to see Takuma Sato.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
these IndyCar
They gotta
dudes are
put-
great.
And put some road courses in, maybe like 1 or 2. Sprinkle them in there. I think it'd be a good time.
Yeah.
At least fun ones.
A couple fun flags. That thing's gonna be a banger.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, I like this. I didn't really have anything prepared for SRX drivers, but those are solid answers. All right, next email comes in from Cody Wardley. Hey, pal. Cody says, fan mail, long-time caller, first-time listener. Is that how it works? Love the story time about the man at Daytona and Road America, despite witnessing one of them live. I didn't realize he'd taken out an armrest, and in hindsight, wished I would have grabbed it as a souvenir to remember my first in-person 500. It'd be a solid thing to take home. Just want to thank you all again for allowing me to attend the race with you guys, and I hope it wasn't too weird. We had an extra ticket for the 500, so we sold it to Cody, and he sat with us, and it was cool. It is still the highlight of what was probably the worst semester of college I've had so far. Dams. Your stories and commentary make the incredibly hot warehouse I've been working in this summer seem a little more bearable, so I hope you keep on making episodes. Shame this is the last one. Damn, he knows.
Yeah. Damn.
Thank you guys and have an awesome
He
rest
saw
of your
through
day.
the shrimp master plan.
From the other Cody. Yeah, I guess I'll announce now. This is the last ever episode of this show.
Oh, you're gonna make me
It's not coming back.
Yep.
And
It's
the email I got just now came in. What the heck? It came in a few hours ago, and it's from Ben, and it's titled
Ben
Wendy's. Yeah, Wendy's update, and it's just a video.
Oh God!
You gotta play it. You gotta play it.
So yeah, we're just gonna play it and see what this is. Yeah, I can use the YouTube blur thing. We'll be right. This is Ben's video. Let me make it the right size. Hold on, give me a second, folks.
Alright, you ready for this shit? Hold the port.
Yo!
Wow. That's incredible.
Wait, what?
He can operate the soda thing on his phone.
Oh, yeah.
Overflowing.
Take a swig.
Caleb can operate the soda thing on his
Wait,
phone.
what?
Why is
living
that
in the
You ready
future.
for this shit?
Dude, no.
Hold the port.
Yo!
Okay.
No.
Feature is
No.
I'll describe this
No.
for the audio listeners. He has his phone out in a Wendy's, and he's got like a Coca-Cola app, and he's pushing the button on his phone, and it's pouring the drink into his cup.
on in the vending machine.
They're
or
standing like
whatever.
5 feet away. No one's near the machine. He just touches a button on his phone, and it just starts dispensing when he touches the button on his phone.
Is this?
Why is
Did
this
he,
a thing?
he hacked the Coca-Cola machine?
This has to be
Boston
an
Dynamics
employee
has
thing,
gone
dude.
too
No,
far.
because this is a
Yeah,
Wendy's. This isn't
Where's
McDonald's.
the robot dog? Where's the robot dog?
This
What
is
the
the
hell?
most dystopian thing I've seen yet on this podcast.
A robot dog's gonna come like bring your meal to you while you're sitting at the table.
And then shoot you with an AR-15.
Jesus.
That's interesting. All right, thanks for sending that one in, Ben.
You gotta show your
Shout out
favorite
to Ben.
episode.
Fucking nutty.
Damn.
I
All
can't-
right.
I didn't know that was a thing.
As cool as that is, what
What's the
problem is that
point?
solving? Like,
You still touch
Yeah,
like
what does
you
that
still have
that's
to be
why
there.
being like, oh my
That's
god,
why
this
it's
is too hard to
supposed
operate.
That has to be like a business only app where you log in and have it like programmed to.
But
It was
you
at
still have to
Wendy's.
put
That
the
wasn't
cup under the
McDonald's.
thing. How do you? What's the
We
point?
need answers there.
All right,
gotta
send me your emails, Ben and or Caleb. Tell me what the hell is
Is
going
Caleb
on.
like an underground double agent for like every fast food
Yes.
restaurant out there?
That's bizarre, dude.
Using
That's all the
Wi-Fi
emails we
signals
got.
to turn the Coca-Cola machines gay.
Send your emails to ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com and we will read them, unless they're really bad, in which case I'll stop reading them. Oh, I didn't do the worst paint scheme of the week. All right, this will be a 5-second worst paint scheme of the week segment. Ready? Here we go. We're speedrunning this thing. 38 car, it looks terrible. It's just a bunch of words on a black car. 21 car, it looks terrible. It's just a big ass wrench and it has the smallest
wrench
logo in
with-
history.
Oh no!
The logo's so
Oh
small.
no!
Look at that.
Oh no!
Wow.
Based on their preseason social argument, that's not valid. All right, continue.
It's just tiny. It's so small. All right,
I had a
that's it.
feeling that you were gonna pick that one.
That's that and the 38, which is just a bunch of text. It's just
That's been running
Cyan
since
dots on it.
500. That's
yeah,
like-
I know.
but-
But this 21 is sad, dude.
Yeah, 21 was a unique scheme, and yeah, that's not great.
Dude, for
They had like the
money they're spending on
Motorcraft
this-
or
oh,
Motorcraft logo big to where it kind of filled
This
in the
is
wrench. That'd be kind of cool. Actually.
Supposed to be their thank you to their like 20-year senior technicians. Just a wrench.
I'm sorry, but
The other thing, I was looking for pictures of that car on track. Like, Wood Brothers social media just wasn't tweeting about it. They just put their like pre-race
I would
graphics up, and they don't actually
They
like
knew it
tweet at the
sucked.
track.
They knew it sucked. They didn't want to acknowledge it.
That car
So-
keeps slowly getting worse every year too. 'cause
Yeah.
I keep seeing that one in person, and it gets a little worse every time.
Yeah.
I swear the wrench keeps getting bigger.
It does,
Logos are
yeah. They
getting
moved the number
smaller.
forward just so they can make the wrench bigger and the logo smaller, yeah. Well, You know what time it is.
I think it's dead. Yeah, lost it.
This is the last ever episode of Not the Outlap. This is Shrimp Hours Presents. We have to pick a title for this week. What the heck do we call this?
I do want to say, in 3 separate shrimp stories, the weather was described as hot as balls. So hot as balls might be a good one.
Yeah.
Is that going to be allowed on YouTube?
We'll find out.
Hot as testicles.
I don't think that's any better, buddy.
How about just hot as like asterisk, 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 asterisk.
Explicative.
Yeah.
What?
Do it NASCAR radioactive style. Just like bleep
Hot
it out.
as censored.
All right. Hot as maybe balls, maybe not. I mean, you can see the title if you're watching this. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. Bye. We'll never make another one of these again. Bye forever.
Almost forgot about the Richard Childress line.
Oh,
yeah,
wait.
chug it. Hold on,
Oh
chug
yeah,
it.
Slap got the. Hold on,
It's
Slap.
empty,
Show it
man.
again. There
I
it is.
polished it off. It's done.
Show the front. It's got a 3 on it.
God.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is. Children's Vineyards with a blown
And the
out cork.
broke off, so there's like
Yeah,
little
there you
bits of cork in the bottom of it. It's awful.
Drink up.
Slurp
Chug.
up that
Come
weird
on,
juice.
upgrade that card, Richard. Come on.
Yeah,
Now they're
there's your
mushing on
greens.
the whole time.
I don't want to alarm anybody, but Cubebot is live. It's time to go.
Oh boy.
Let's rate.